30 to 40 years. That's a lot of time, right? So don't worry, you got a lot of time. Krishna is a very patient person. He actually waits 30, 40 million lifetimes. What to speak of 30 to 40 years. If that's how slow you want to take it, Krishna is okay. He is going to go at whatever speed you want to go because he is the expert parent. He knows exactly what speed you should go at. And it's your speed, it's not his speed. Because it is free. So what a wonderful process. There's no big requirement here that you have to give up eating this, stop that, do not, like we say, right? All the donuts. Krishna is not into the donuts. He loves donuts, by the way. He loves everything. The point is that he's not into creating a situation that makes you or me or any one of us unhappy. He's trying to make us happy. Just like the mother is trying to make the child happy. She's doing everything possible. Rock the child, sing to the child, right? Stroke the child. So many things the mother tries, right? To make the child happy. The child can cry a lot and everything, poop a lot, whatever else it does. The mother is always trying to make the child happy. And the mother is so insecure, right? The mother cannot guarantee her own life. She can die 5 minutes later. Anytime anybody can die, right? Anything can go wrong in our life at any time. Padam, padam, yad, padam. Please state it in our scripture. At every step there is danger. Yeah, the mother is thinking, no, I want my child to be happy. Krishna is a fully secure person. He can actually make us happy. There is no problems. There is nothing that can touch Krishna. Krishna can do anything. Amazing things he can do. So, when we become reliant on Krishna, Krishna will actually take care of us. That is our process. Then, these contrasts will become enjoyable because, just like some people, they fast, right? They just fast. They're not required to fast, but they will fast anyway. They find that after the fast, their health is better, their life is better, things like that. That's why they fast. They're not stupid. They don't think, I don't have money, so I better fast. They're rich people, but they fast. They do Mondays and Tuesdays and Wednesdays. Some people do multiple days, like that, because they want to achieve something great in their life. So they take a fast. Nowadays, doctors are advising that fasts are very good for you. When you do fast, your liver will take a rest, your kidney will take a rest. They can rejuvenate the liver, rejuvenate the kidney like that. By this fasting process. Of course, it has to be done properly, not just anyhow. It's a scientific process, perhaps it's done. So the same thing. We take these contrasts, and by the contrast, voluntarily, we're able to find greater happiness in life and do greater things. And then, in this lifetime, move to the next greater planetary system where much greater happiness awaits us. But even in this lifetime, you will see the experience, you will feel the experience. Like we say that you will go back to Godhead, you will go back to Krishna Loka. You have to be able to do that while you're in this body. Not that after death you'll go back. Before death, so you should be able to go and come back. That's your proof that you can go, otherwise you're not going. Not suddenly after death some special magic is going to happen. No, Krishna can give anything at any time, but the point is if you want to go to the ultimate destination, you should be able to do it in this lifetime. And the point that I make is that you should be able to see Krishna face to face. It's like right now I'm seeing you face to face, you're seeing me face to face. Like that, you should be able to see Krishna. This is our purpose. This is our great purpose in our life. You can see why this is unstoppable movement. When this is what we're trying to do, the movement cannot be stopped because its purpose is very big. And it's all about the why, W-H-Y. The bigger the why, the more you're going to do in life. The bigger the why, the more you're going to do, no matter what it is. Whether it's business, job, talent, profession, whatever it might be. The bigger the why, the more you do. Hare Krishna, we'll stop here, ask if you have any questions, anything you'd like to ask. Oh, we totally agree that we didn't answer. You are either very smart, just suspected what you are, or you all sleep while I was talking. Yes.
It is often mentioned that the guru is someone who is alive. You have to go and approach. You cannot just in your mind feel like someone is my guru. I unfortunately forgot the exact person, the exact guru, but there is one guru in our parampara who took his initiation in her meditation while he was in Ganges, I guess.
Why he was that?
He was under the water in Ganges or something like that. I don't really remember. You may remember which guru in our parampara is he. And today when you were explaining about you have to approach the guru, I was thinking, why is that? While we're preaching that, we have one person in our succession that took initiation in his meditation. So how can that be authentic?
It is authentic because of the fact that you're looking at only that lifetime, you're not looking at the previous lifetimes. In the previous lifetimes, the person also had a guru. It's not like they didn't have a guru in the previous lifetime, they had a guru. So in this lifetime, there was a continuation of that relationship. So he didn't quite have to pull the guru in this lifetime because he already had a guru in his lifetime. He didn't finish, so he actually accepted guru in this lifetime in a way that was different. Not all gurus, not all persons are similarly advanced in life, some are very super advanced in their life. But that means in the previous lives that he had guru, that he didn't finish his work. He didn't want the guru to actually come back to this world because of him. So he did it by meditation.
So we are accepting other people who are in their mind, they say that that person is my guru although he was not in his time. We are accepting that.
Well, it's not we are accepting, it's whether it is true or not. If it is true, he'll go back to Godhead. If it is not true, he's not going to go back to Godhead. Right? You can't just imagine anything you like. Meditation is not a process of imagination because most people who meditate are not meditating. Because who is doing the meditation has to be asked. Is it the body that is meditating? Is it the mind that is meditating? Is it the intelligence that is meditating? Is it the false ego that's meditating? Or is it the soul that is meditating? Only the soul's meditation is real meditation. Just like, imagine I am the soul and this is my body. Just say, right? This is my body. So if this phone meditates, what will happen to me? Nothing.
How can you differentiate?
The reason people call that meditation is because it's a business. I'll teach you how to meditate. They tell your mind, meditate your mind, meditate with your intelligence, meditate with your ego. It's business, right? Yoga is big business this way these days, right? Someone was just telling me, you were telling me. This person set up 3 yoga stores and then start selling the yoga stores. Smart idea, right? Set up a yoga store, sell it. Make money, right? Set up another yoga store, sell it too. They set up yoga stores, enough people want to buy yoga stores. So I'll make money selling yoga stores. Is that what yoga is about? Making money? Of course not. Yoga is about raising consciousness. Similarly, meditation is about how I can step up to a higher reality. From a lower level of reality to a higher level of reality. That's not going to happen with the mind and the intelligence and the false ego and the body. Those are not you anyway. It's like, this is my clothing. That's like the clothing for the soul. So clothing meditates, doesn't mean I'm meditating. In fact, I won't even know that it is meditating. Right now, this clothing might be meditating. I don't know it's meditating, but it's not me. So who is doing the meditation? We have to ask. Is the mind meditating? But the mind is meditating, it's not you. You may think it is you, but it's not you. Just like in the mental asylum, somebody may think, I'm the President of the United States of America. Does that make him the President of the United States of America? No, it's the mental asylum. So the idea is, reality is only tested by its fruit. You judge a tree by its fruit, right? You know it's a banana tree if it's giving you bananas. It's not a banana tree if it's giving you something else, oranges. Oranges are nice too. Not a very good example, but still it's a reasonable example in the sense that a banana tree will give you bananas. So if you are actually truly meditating, then what the meditation will do is lift your soul to the extent that it will be able to liberate you from human life. Is that what it's doing? No. It's making you better in human life. That means you're more trapped in human life, right? Like say for example, I go to jail, and I do something that makes my stay in jail longer. That's not success. That's failure. Success means I get out of jail. Right? So success of human life is when you're liberated. Not. You trap yourself more into human life. So for example, I earn more money, the law of nature is if I earn money, I have to repay it in my next life. So how did you benefit so much from that? Now if you use the money for service in a way that actually is what is called akarma, then you're okay. That's liberation. You'll get liberated. But if you use it for karma or vikarma, karma means those things that will give you pleasure, vikarma means those things that will actually give you some pain, right? What are things that you can do with your money that will give you pleasure? Buy some food, right? Have some nice food to eat. It's going to give you pleasure. What are things that you can do with money that's going to give you pain?
Buy medication.
Medication should help you. Of course, it's not proper medication, right? But say you use your money to go to a brothel, right? Men use their money to go to a brothel. Do you think it's going to help them? In the end, the wife will find out. When those brothels, what do you think is going to happen to you? When your wife finds out. When your boss finds out. If prostitution is illegal, anybody finds out. Police finds out. They'll be in trouble, right? Same money can be used for good purpose or bad purpose. That's called karma and vikarma. Both of them will trap you. Because good things, what it will do is, it will make you come back to this world to enjoy the good. And while you're enjoying the good, you might make some mistakes as well. The earth is human. All of us make mistakes in our life. So if you make a mistake, you've got to pay for it, right? If you do the right thing, you get benefit. So the idea is both of these are going to trap you in the material world. But akarma, which is things that you do, which are meant for others' pleasure, and particularly for the pleasure of the Lord, will actually free you. So the idea is that what was the purpose of that meditation that person under the water was doing? That we have to ask that question. How many people do meditation like that? Even outside the water, how many people meditate properly? So I teach meditation all the time. It's one of the courses that I teach. And people are amazed. After they do that meditation, that's a very different meditation that actually uplifts them in ways that they can't even imagine. Because it's real meditation. It's not bogus meditation or bogus yoga. Yoga is meant to uplift you. Yoga is not about strengthening your legs. You can strengthen your legs without yoga. A lot of people are doing exercises that strengthen their legs. They don't need yoga to. It's a little like, imagine if, if Apple came out with a phone that can do like amazing things, like you can, press a button and you'll end up in Chicago because you want to go to Chicago, like that, right? So it's an expensive phone, it costs $1 million, but it lets you do things that are totally amazing, right? But you like to eat walnuts, so you use it to crack walnuts. You know what I mean? That's not a very smart use of the phone, is it? So the human life is meant for great things, not for things that animals can do without human life. Like say for example, if you think having sex is the greatest thing human life can have, then the pigeon has sex 21 times a day. Which human can do 21 times a day? If you think having babies is the greatest thing in life, the frog delivers 2,000 babies in one delivery. How many humans the human can deliver in one delivery? If it delivers 4 or 8, they hang their tongue out after that. Like a dog, That's too much. If you think eating is the greatest thing, the elephant can outstrip you anytime eating. Running is great. Wow, the cheetah can run so fast. You'll be way past you. In everything that is not the purpose of human life, ultimate purpose in life. There is another creature that can totally overtake the human like this. Flying, swimming, running, anything in life, right? There's only one thing the human can do that no one else can beat, and that is bhakti. Even the demigods cannot compare to humans when it comes to bhakti. Actually, the demigods pray to take birth on Earth planet so that they can practice bhakti. Because in demigod world, there is only enjoyment. When you're having a great time, nobody's into bhakti. You see? Like you will see more people in India into bhakti than there are in America, right? Why? Why more? Of course, you might say it's our culture. It's also another reason. Because there's not as much enjoyment in India as there is in America. In America, like the roads are so silky, right? In India, you got a lot of potholes, you know what I mean? Things like that. No, it's not always in India like that. India is also becoming very advanced now. And as it is becoming more advanced, what do we notice? They're not interested in bhakti. You talk to the local kids now, the ones who are coming out of the university, this, that, and the other. Why do you believe in God? What's wrong with you? They're not interested in God. Now they're enjoying. When somebody's enjoying, they're not going to be so much into bhakti. So demigod world is too much enjoyment. Hellish place is too much pain. Earthly planet is a little mixed, you know, so you can little spend time getting interested in higher subject matters. Like that.
She asked something, sorry, I was
I
talking.
think you covered it. You covered it.
What was your question?
Yes, how can we differentiate mind level?
Who is doing the meditation? The mind is
So in meditation, how can you tell the difference? Yeah. The difference is that when you do meditation based on the soul, you will get an eternal benefit. It won't be temporary. So say for example, you meditate based on the soul, right? Then what you're going to realize that it's going to be for your eternal benefit. It's not like, okay, I'm going to have to meditate again so I can get that benefit again. Like in normal meditation, unless you continue your meditation, you're going to find that after a while it's not with you. It's not, whatever you're trying to achieve is not happening. Like say for example, if I use meditation so that I can be a younger person, right? So I can more youth. I can meditate so I can feel younger in my life. If you stop the meditation, you're not going to feel younger. You're going to start feeling old again. So it's not an eternal benefit, it's a temporary benefit. With proper meditation, you'll get eternal benefit. You'll notice upliftment in an eternal way. That's truly going to put you on a platform. You don't come back down from that platform to a lower platform again. It permanently raises you. You got a permanent raise.
How do you do that?
How do you do spiritual meditation? Spiritual meditation can be done by various methods, but the one that I prescribe that I find is the easiest is by using Bhagavad Gita or the Srimad Bhagavatam. Both of these are very powerful. And basically what I tell people is there are some verses that actually explain the Bhagavad Gita. One of them explains our position. It's called Vigyapti Panchaka. And then there's another one called the Srimad Bhagavata Mahima Stotra. There are 5 verses, each of them has 5 verses. If you will read those 5 verses, Vigyapti Panchaka, you read it once a day, just once a day, the 5 verses. It'll take you probably a minute and a half. Okay? The Mahima Stotra will take another minute and a half, so that's 3 minutes. Mahima Stotra, you use it as a sandwich. You know how in the sandwich you have bread and you put something in between and you put bread again. That's a sandwich, right? So you do same thing in this one. You read the Vigyapti Panchaka, it's a little like prepares you. Then you read the Srimad Bhagavatam Mahima Stotra. Then you take the Srimad Bhagavatam, authentic Srimad Bhagavatam. Many Srimad Bhagavatams out there that are not authentic. You get the right Srimad Bhagavatam. And ours is one of those. It's authentic Srimad Bhagavatam. And then what you do is, depending on how much time you want to give it. So for example, you want to give it minimal time because we are minimalists when it comes to most things, right? You can cut the amount of time down, it's better, The least amount of time, the least amount of resources is better. So if you're a minimalist, Start with 5 minutes of reading Srimad Bhagavatam, cover to cover, like this is a book, right? Bhagavad Gita. I advise Bhagavad Gita because you finish the book faster. Bhagavatam is like this book multiplied by maybe
4 or 5.
oh, 30.
For each chapter, yes, that's going
Yeah, because the thing is that it has 18,000 verses. This one has 700 verses. Srimad Bhagavatam has 18,000 verses. The original Srimad Bhagavatam has 1 billion verses. Because Kali Yuga came, so it had to be condensed to 18,000. Nobody can read 1 billion verses. So let's just take this one. So you read 5 minutes, starting with the cover, you read cover, go next page, read this. Wherever you come to 5 minutes, just make a pencil mark and stop there. Okay? And then what you do is, during the day, just try to remember what you read in the morning. You do that in the morning. And then in the evening, you read the same 5 minutes again. Just reminds you how much you remember, right? Initially, they remember nothing. Most people remember nothing. Nothing. They remember nothing. Because it's not their interest, right? People remember things that are their interest. They don't remember things that are not their interest. So it's not really their interest. They're doing it because of meditation. That's really why they're doing it. Their purpose is nothing else, but I want to do meditation. It'll help me in my life. What does meditation help with? It helps with stress. It helps with success in life. It helps with wisdom. It helps with some very powerful things that are very, very valuable things in life. You can't give money for these things, right? How much are you going to pay for wisdom? Wisdom is priceless, right? Being able to control your stress is priceless. You see? Health is priceless, right? So like these things, so you get priceless benefits. That's why you do it. You're not doing it because this is your father's book. Krishna says, I'm Bij Padapita, I'm the seed-giving father. My original father is Krishna. It's not, I'm not reading. It's not. Now, if you understood that it is your father, you'll love to read this book. So you have a father, right? Like you all have a father. You have a father. If your father wrote a book like this, wouldn't you be very proud of him? You'd be ultra proud of him. You'd be telling the whole world, my father wrote this book. How proud we'll be, right? But somehow we don't feel the same about Krishna because for many lifetimes we have forgotten him. So it's a little like, now we've got amnesia, it's not really registering. So then what you do is, you repeat that process. Sorry, I made you boil it and I'm going to make you boil it again, but because I haven't drank it. But point is that after a week or 2 weeks of doing this, by the way, in the evening after you've read it, you read the Mahima Stotra one more time. Just read it one more time. Again, it takes 1.5 minutes. So the total process is 3 minutes of the mantras in the morning, 1.5 in the night, 4.5 minutes, 5 minutes of reading, that's 9.5, another 5 minutes is 14.5. So say 15 minutes, total day, 15 minutes of meditation. Now, by the way, when you do meditation by other processes, how long does that meditation take?
20 to 30 minutes.
At least, right? So, this is half the time. So it's nice. Saves you some time, right? Like they say in America, if it saves time and saves money, it's worth it. So basically that's what you do. And after a week of doing that, just 1 week, a number of things you'll start noticing. One, you start noticing you remember better. Your memories become sharper. Which, by the way, is also priceless. You have sharper memory. You can imagine at work, if you have good memory, you're going to do your work better at work. Your boss is going to be happy of you. You probably get a pay raise, right? Or at least he'll appreciate you, and sooner or later that's going to help. Laying off workers is not going to lay you off, right? If he appreciates you. Put it down, if you're running a business and you have better memory, your business is going to do better. So in your life it's going to be better. You remember their names better. It's going to be better for you, right? How many times you forget names of people we met? You think, what is that person's name again? You know? You think like that. That person, nobody appreciates you for what their name is. You know, like that. So sharper memory really helps, but it's more than that. Your soul is going to feel happier. Your soul feels happier. Everything else starts lining up. Because the soul is superior to your consciousness, which is superior to your false ego, which is superior to your intelligence, which is superior to your mind, which is superior to your body. There's a ranking like that. So basically you'll find after a week some benefits coming through. Within a month you will notice, and actually write it down that I said that, and I want you not to believe what I said. I want you to think this is the most bogus thing I've heard in my life. And I want you to do it saying to yourself, I'll never get this benefit. Within a month you see miracles happening in your life. Miraculous things start happening. Because the structure of reality, scientifically, the structure of reality is scientific. It is not random. The sun doesn't get up at a certain time in the day out of random, choice. It's scientific. Now the sun is run by Suryadev, sun planet. He can decide to get up whenever he wants, right? We decide to get up whenever we want. We get up on time every day, and can you predict 3 years from now, on Saturday, 3 years from now, what time you will get up? So much, right? So many. It's up to you. You can get up whenever you want to get up. You can get up when you haven't finished your sleep. You can get up when you have finished your sleep. You can decide whatever you want. It's your choice, right? The sun doesn't do that. The sun actually gets up, and the sun is a very superior life form. Not like us. It's not that more powerful. It's actually a demigod. Demigods are more powerful. So the point is that scientifically the structure of this world will support you. Nature will support you. That's why we call it miracles. Because otherwise we can only do so much. With the support of nature, which is much more powerful than 5 billion Bill Gates put together. Mother Nature is much more powerful, right? You can multiply Bill Gates by 5 billion times and it still does not equal the power of nature, Mother Nature. That's how powerful she is. When she starts supporting you, obviously you will have miraculous things. Bill Gates starts supporting you, you'll have miraculous things happen in your life, right? Isn't it true? He supports you, miracles things will happen. So, this is scientific structure. And it doesn't ask you, I didn't ask you to believe in Krishna. I didn't ask you to become Hare Krishna. I didn't ask you to do the things that you will be learning from this. I'm just asking you to read, that's all. And try to remember during the day what you read. In the evening, repeat so that you can actually notice how much you read. And make a genuine effort of trying to remember every day. And you watch what happens. Now, how much did this meditation system cost? How much did I charge you for that? Nothing, right? The Vedas very clearly says, Atharva Veda says, if you teach anything and charge money, the value of the thing is lost. Because these are not. When God is our Father, imagine if the father and mother start sending a bill to the child. Hey, come on, man, I did this many diapers, this. I don't know why I'm stuck on diapers today. But anyway, I did this for you, I send you a bill, right? What do you think human life will be like if we send bills to our dependents? Krishna doesn't send a bill, and he doesn't want anybody else to send a bill. Imagine, do you have children? They are married?
Yes.
Okay, do you have children? How many children?
I have one kid.
One kid, yeah. Okay, so your child's name is?
Sorry? Adya. Adya.
Adya. Okay, so Adya, how old?
She's 4 years.
4 years. Okay, so imagine, for 4 years you've done so much for Adya, right? That might be worth, say,
100 sleepless nights.
it's about $140,000. There's a calculation in America. They say, in America, it costs an average of $750,000 to bring up a child to age 20. An average. A big investment, right? Children are a big investment. There's no return on the investment, right? Because when the boy gets married to the girl will take over, right? The boy's parents can forget it. And the girl is not their family anyway, the girl belongs to the other family. So it's a loss-loss situation both sides. The only gain is those people who got $750,000 for help. They're worth a lot now, you know what I'm saying? So, husband and wife having a reasonably good time. They're not also, they also have challenges. Anyway, point is $140,000, right? But you didn't send the bill to Adya. But imagine, your best friend sends a bill to Adya and says, you know your mother spent $140,000 on me for last week. She's not sending the bill. But I am her best friend, you pay me $70,000. What are you going to say to the best friend? You know where you can go, right? You're not getting a penny. You didn't even do anything. So I teach meditation that is not, I didn't write this Bhagavad Gita. I didn't write the stotra. I just learned it from somebody who didn't charge me a penny, by the way. I did it and magical things started happening in my life and I'm telling you about it. I'm not supposed to bill you for that. But meditation people are billing people. They're writing books and earning money through the book. And they're writing, they're doing so many things. Saying any science that comes from the Vedas cannot be built, including astrology, planetary, numerology, Vastu, what else? Meditation, Ayurveda, all this comes from our Vedas. People are charging all the time. What's going to happen in the next life? They're going to repay big time. See, if you don't pay back in this lifetime, in the future life you have to pay back many times over, with interest. By the way, Krishna's interest rate is quite high. The interest rate by the Shylock banks of America is pretty low. Because they're not very smart people, so they charge less. Now they may be 25% rate, right? You know, credit cards can go to. What percent credit cards can go to? I say?
36%.
Huh?
36.
30-something%, right? But Krishna's is more than 100% full rate. You know what I mean? Next life, you're going to pay big time what you didn't pay back in this life. So it's very expensive. This is why you have people born in Ethiopia and Syria and other places, and they have really rough time in their life. You can see they're having a very rough time in their life. This is all previous, sadhus, so-called sadhus and Brahmins and everybody is charging money. They get born in that life now in the next life. It's not worth it. And we are exposing this to the world. Hare Krishna is exposing this to the world. Don't do that. You don't need to do that. You want to earn money? What are the 4 biggest companies in this world? The 4 richest companies in this world. What are the 4? Google, Microsoft, Apple, and Facebook. Facebook. Yeah, these 4 are the biggest right now, right? Okay, these 4 are the biggest. None of them believe in God. You want to make money? Don't believe in God. I tell people all the time, if you want to make money, don't believe in God. You will make more money. Look, here's 4 examples. Amazon also doesn't believe in God, by the way.
Yeah.
You might call it the 5th one, okay. Flipkart? I don't know about Flipkart. It's not very big compared to Amazon, it's not the biggest. Reliance is quite big. But anyway, there are some who are big, they believe in God. But you don't have to believe in God to make money. And Krishna doesn't say, believing means he can become rich. He does say you will become rich. You will become richer than any of these guys because you will inherit the spiritual world, which is far more valuable than any of these places, any of these people. Any devotee is richer than any person who is not a devotee. Lord Chaitanya, who is Krishna himself. See, Krishna is a big time lover, There are 2 gods who are the most powerful, Krishna and Narayana. Narayana is God the controller. He controls, everything is controlled. You have to do exactly like this. Krishna is God the lover. So when he falls so much in love with Radharani, then his love overflows and his skin color changes to her color. So he's known as Gauranga. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. He becomes Gauranga. She is Gaurangi, so he becomes Gauranga. Otherwise Krishna is Shyam. Shyamala, so he's Shyam. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu says, if you take the value of the total creation, including the spiritual world, it still does not equal the value of any one of my followers. How powerful that is. This is why we're telling people, think to this process. You don't need to make any donation. These programs don't cost any money, right? Do we charge? Anybody who comes? $5? I can tell you, you'll have many more people here if you charge. We are finding that. I'm actually using that process and I'm charging. Not this type of program. For Westerners, for Indians, they like free things. Even Indians don't like free things. Honestly speaking, many Indians will not do it if it's free. Because free is very expensive. Free is actually the most expensive. Because when it's free, that means there's a hook. That hook is going to pull a lot more than $5 or $10. It's a big hook, you know what I mean? It's going to pull you. And you are worth how much? Many billions of dollars, right? I was talking to a German scientist one. If I gave you $30 billion, can you make a human being? I said, yes, I can. I said, no, you can't. Not with $30 billion. So if you are worth more than $30 billion, then he agrees with me. That's true. It's not. We hope to one day. Well, that hope has been around for millions of years. But anyway, if you are worth $30 billion and you were banked by one of the Scrooge McDuck banks of the United States of America, how much interest rate do you pay in America? For cash, how much they will give you? Bank?
Less than 1%.
Less than 1% for sure. Yeah. How much less than 1%? It's quite less than 1%, right? It's like 0.15% or something like that, you know, something like a sixth or seventh of a percent, right? Okay, so say we give you 1/10 of a percent. Let's just say 1/10 of a percent. $30 billion, what is 1% of $30 billion?
Approximately 3 million.
Huh?
Approximately 3 million.
3 million, right? 30 billion? No, it's 30 million. 30 million. Hey, come on, you're Indians, yeah, you should know maths very nicely. Okay, $30 million, right? So what is 1/10 of $30 million? $3 million, right? Every human should be at least getting $3 million a year. How many humans are getting $3 million a year? Very few. So we're really underrating ourselves, right? We're really underperforming. So my point is, human life is very valuable. You see what I'm saying? It's hugely valuable. And if you do things the right way, you will have unlimited scope. Unlimited scope. Some of us, like my case, I've taken vows of poverty, what we call vows of poverty. It means that I've decided that money is going to be nothing in my life. I'm not. Now, I don't advise others to do that because you're not going to be able to do it unless your level of consciousness is there. You're not going to pull it off. But the point is that if I wanted to do business, I could do big business. You know? In fact, I help people do big business. I give advice to businessmen how to do their business, and their business multiplies every year because I give them those ideas and I give them how the process. I can do it myself, but that's not my interest. My interest happens to be helping people in their lives, serving people in their lives, not helping. Because I'm only giving what I was given by somebody else. I'm serving, I'm not helping. It's not mine. What I'm telling you now is not mine. It belongs to Krishna. I'm passing the message on to you. So I'm serving you like that. But I felt that in my life, serving other people will give me more happiness in my life, and I found it true. Otherwise, I come from a very rich family, extremely wealthy family. But I've never been this happy in my life. Even though I was very wealthy, I was never that happy as I am now. Now, it's not true for everybody. Some people become very happy when they become wealthier. That's fine. Every person is different. You can't put one mark on everybody. Like say for example, I'm sitting on this chair, right, and I have this microphone. I can't put the microphone on the ground and sit on it, put the chair up and start speaking through the chair. The chair does not have the nature of a microphone. The microphone does not have the nature of a chair. Similarly, I have my nature, you have your nature. You have to be you, I have to be you. And there is great value in this process. If everybody really becomes who they are, designed to be, then they are at their best. And they'll do wonderful things. And people think sometimes, thank you, appreciate that. People think that I have to be like somebody else to become successful. I have to become like Bill Gates. Bill Gates never thought that I have to become like, there was a guy before him who was very rich. His name was, anybody remember the rich guy before Bill Gates was the richest guy?
Sam Walton.
Sam Walton, but before Sam Walton, this guy was really filthy rich. Howard Hughes. Some of us are old enough to remember who Howard Hughes was. You ask the millennials today who's Howard Hughes, they'll say, no, nobody knows Howard Hughes. Howard Hughes was a very wealthy person. He was so wealthy, he is known in the history of the United States of America as the only person, because of his wealth, he was able to defeat the US Congress. You can't defeat the US Congress. It's the highest power in the land. US Congress, the US Senate, the US Supreme Court, and the Presidency of the United States of America. These are the three legs of administration of the United States. All these three are most powerful. You see what I'm saying? He defeated Congress single-handedly because how rich he was. Okay, that's how powerful this person was. So one day, Bill Gates did not become rich because he was trying to become hard used. He became rich because he figured out something that he really loved to do, and he started promoting it, and next thing you know, it was the biggest business on the planet. You see what I'm saying? He was himself. He did something that was unique. Nobody had done that before. He did it. Similarly, we are all unique beings. Yeah. So, there's a very nice story about Howard Hughes, you should know. And I'm not trying to debunk money. Money is, in Sanskrit terms, money is called Lakshmi. Lakshmi is a very worshipable person. She's very nice. She's a great person. So it's not that I have any problem with money. I don't. It's just that I'm not pursuing that. But that doesn't mean money is not. Money is most important. You know, my children earn money. My grandchildren will earn money. You know what I'm saying? And I hope they earn some money. I don't want them to beg on the streets. I want them to be wealthy like that. So, great respect for money. No problem. Anyway, so this Howard Hughes, he had a problem. His problem was that he could not come out in the sun because his skin had a certain bad disease. That if he came out in the sun, then it would cause him a real lot of pain, excruciating pain. So he decided to build a nice castle in which he'll replicate the planet. Big castle, so he had the sun and the moon inside the castle. So he had artificial weather inside the castle. So you can have, all the weathers that we see outside. He can also have in his house. This was in the Bahamas. And so he was extremely wealthy. So if you wanted to speak to him, you cannot see him personally just like that. That's very rare, somebody can see him in person. But the way to do it was you'd have to go to Las Vegas. In Las Vegas, there was this particular place where there was an office in which there was a box, and you speak into the box, and he will hear on the other side, and he'll speak through the box to you. So this very smart reporter, a lady, wanted to ask him a question, so she went there and she asked him, "Well, Mr. Hughes, you're so wealthy, you defeated Congress, you know what I mean? I mean, you're an example to the world, of a great, successful person. I'm thinking, any time in your life you are not happy, you must be the happiest person in creation, right? Because you have so much power, so much wealth, and you can do anything you like. You can create a sun inside your planet, inside your house, inside your castle, anything like that. Really powerful person." So he did not reply for some time, so she thought, "Mr. Hughes, did you hear my question?" He said, "Yes, I heard your question." Again there was silence. So she's thinking, why are you not saying something, So then she goaded him one more time, right? So, "Mr. Hughes, what are you thinking?" "You're thinking something. What are you thinking?" He says, "I'm trying to remember a moment in my life when I was actually happy." Our standard of happiness is very low. Honestly, it's very low. The example is given in scripture. Our standard of happiness is actually the gap between two painful situations. The example is given like, there's a prisoner, he's committed some crime, and prison guards, they take him to a pond, and they hold him by the hand, they dunk him underwater, to teach him a lesson. Don't commit the crimes like that. And so after a while he can't breathe, right? So he's really shaking inside, he needs to breathe. So then they pull him out by the hair again, and he breathes. And they push him back underneath the water again. You see what I'm saying? And then again, after a while, he's not happy, he can't breathe, he comes out again. So after a while, he realizes that his real happiness is when he can breathe. You see what I'm saying? But really, that's not real happiness. No, that's a little, you might say, extreme example. But actually, our happiness is like that. Our happiness is the gap between that time when we feel relief between two miserable points. You see what I'm saying? Because we really don't think about these things too much. In fact, if you think about it, then you'll get bad. So people don't like to think. That's why they like to read, watch TV. Keep your mind engaged. Don't let it think too much. If you start analyzing and start thinking, you realize you're getting into a bit of a downspin, tailspin, like that. So, this meditation is not like that. It actually picks you up and gives you a lot of strength. And then you realize internally you have a lot of strength. Externally you got to be like others because it's natural. Just like in the sea, it is natural to be wet. But that doesn't mean you have to be unhappy in the sea, you see what I'm saying? You can be an expert swimmer, you can have a nice boat, you can actually enjoy it. A lot of people, the sea can drown you, the same sea can give you a lot of money. There are people who make money out of the sea. They have these big luxury liners that they take people out on holidays, on cruises, and others create freight, others they run these cable lines through the oceans and things like that. They don't make money from the situation. So different people do different things. The same situation that might be a big problem to somebody else, you can actually turn into an advantage. Saying in English, turn lemons into lemonade, like that. It's amazing how things can be done. This is the power of meditation, that it allows you to accept things. Because in this life, in this world, there are two things. There are opportunities and there are challenges. And when you meditate properly, the challenges turn out to be opportunities as well. You can turn a challenge into an opportunity. Any challenge. And the world is replete with great examples of this happening. You had a question?
Yes, probably. Can you define what bhakti is?
Bhakti, the word bhakti means to attach to somebody in a way that naturally love will increase in your heart for that person. So it's called bhakti. And so, naturally, they said you have to do it naturally. So the question becomes, which is the natural relationships? Because in this process, there are three things. There's relationship, there is process, and there's goal. Sambandha, abhidaya, and prayojan makes bhakti. So sambandha means what is your natural relationship? So say for example, you are the son of somebody. That's a natural relationship, right? Now you can say, I can ignore the person, I'm not going to consider that person my father. But naturally that person is your father. Like that. So naturally our original relationship is with Krishna. So that's where sambandha comes in. Abhidaya means that which will further our relationship in a way that it will allow me to achieve the greatest goal of life. Now since our soul is made of Sat, Chit, Ananda, Ananda becomes the ultimate purpose of life. Sat is not the ultimate because Sat without Chit and Ananda is not as great. Sat and Chit without Ananda is not as great. And you cannot reach Chit without Sat, and you cannot reach Ananda without Sat and Chit. So Sat, Chit, Ananda all come as a package, and Ananda is the ultimate purpose of life. So what is the process that brings us to this ultimate happiness, ultimate bliss, ultimate ecstasy in life? It's called Abhidaya, or the process. And the goal is love of Krishna. Why? Because it gives you the greatest happiness. It is your original condition in life. This is not because Krishna is some, insecure God, everybody is to love me, He's the origin, like Brahma describes it, Sarvakara. Now Krishna has many forms, and there are many people he produces. Just like in a family, some families might have, say for example, 3 children in the family, husband, wife, 3 children, 5 people, right? Who is the most important in that family? In those 5? Husband, wife, 2 sons, 1 daughter, say, or 2 daughters, 1 son. Who is the most important? You can give me different answers. My answer would be any one of them is most important. Fact is, any one of them is most important. Right? So similarly, when it comes to religion, the demigods are important, all the different incarnations of Krishna are important. Like, this is their one part. What we speak of them, the human beings are important. Every person is important. Lord Chaitanya says, total value of creation does not equal the value of any one of my followers. That means every person is most important, right? So really, our idea is not to start dividing the family and talking this one is better than the other one and this one is better than the other one. Try to unite the family. But in the family, the father is still the father. The daughter doesn't become the father. The son doesn't become the father in that family. Of course, after the son gets married, he marries his children, and then he becomes father. But in that family of five, the father is the father, the mother is the father, the mother is the mother, the daughter is the daughter, and the son is the son. Why are we cross-referencing each other in a different way? This is the point of the scriptures. Dharma to sakshat, bhagavat pranita means dharma is that which is enunciated by the Supreme Lord. Bhagavat means Bhagavan, the original Supreme Lord, who is none other than Krishna. All scriptures agree with that. There is no scripture that disagrees with that. It is the saying, Om Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Iti Shodashaka Nam, Kali Kalma Shunashana, Nataho Paratarapaya, Sarva Vedeshu Drishyate. So this mantra, Om Hare Ram, whenever there's Om in front of the mantra, that means it's a Brahmanical mantra. Only Brahmins are meant to chant that. Now, Brahmins have a curse, right? Since Lakshmi was insulted by a Brahmin, the Lakshmi cursed the Brahmins to be poor. Because these days they're not real Brahmins, so Brahmins are also rich. But they're not really Brahmins anyway. They call themselves Brahmins. They're Brahma Bandhu, they're not really Brahmins. So, point is that to make this mantra available to everybody, Lord Chaitanya, who is none other than Krishna himself, switched the mantra around, took the Om out, put Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Hare, turned the mantra upside down, took the Om out, so everybody can chant. And then the verse says, Iti Shodashaka Nam, Iti means this, Sho means 6, Dasha means 10, Nam means there are 3 names here, no? Hare Krishna Ram. Iti Shodashaka Nam, this 16-worded mantra, Kali Kalma Shunasham, in Kali Yuga will destroy all ill effects of Kali Yuga. Nataha Uparatarapaya, there is no process higher than this. Nataha means there is not. Uparatara means higher. Upaya means process. Nataha Paratarapaya. Sarva Vedeshu Drishyate. All scriptures, Sarva means all. Vedeshu means scriptures. Drishyate means pronounce. All scriptures pronounce. This is the Kali Shantana Upanishad. There are 108 Upanishads. This is one of the Upanishads that explains this, that this is the Maha Mantra. And who is the Maha Mantra? It is Krishna himself. It is Gauranga Mahaprabhu himself. So it's nothing to do with, if you believe in the Maha Mantra, therefore you are a Hare Krishna and therefore you are part of the Hare Krishna movement. It's not true, I just told you. 8 million people in the US identify as Hare Krishna. They don't consider themselves part of the Hare Krishna movement. They don't consider part of ISKCON, what do you call it? ISKCON, International Society for Krishna Consciousness. And it is not our interest. I'm a president of a fairly large temple in Dallas. I don't think I can handle many more devotees in America. You can see my hair is already going grey, right? So, not interested in more devotees. I'm interested in more devotees for their sake, not for our sake. We're not in need of devotees. Krishna is not in need of devotees. It is for the devotees only, like that. So if you follow the process, then anything you do, whether you're Christian, Muslim, we have Christian ministers who are chanting Hare Krishna, we have Muslim Maulvis chanting Hare Krishna, we have atheists chanting Hare Krishna, we have Jews chanting Hare Krishna, we're in 200 countries of the world right now. How? It's because we supported each person. We're not into the organization, we're not promoting the organization. How many times does Hare Krishna go out asking for money from anybody? We don't. We have faith in Krishna. If he wants to give us, if he doesn't want to give us, that's fine. Our focus is not money, our focus is devotion. Your focus should be money in your family because you need to take care of your family. We want the families to be rich. The temple should not be rich. The temple is already rich, it belongs to God. God is the richest person. Why does he need money to confirm that he is rich? That's like me playing Monopoly, right? The more Monopoly money I have, the bigger I am, but it's a game. It's not what the Lord is interested in. The Lord is interested in love. So bhakti is about devotion. Devotion to Krishna. And then whatever you're doing, whether you're a Shiva Bhakta, you're a Ram Bhakta, you're a Ganesh Bhakta, you're a whatever Bhakta you are, you'll find that your success in that bhakti will become much more powerful. because it is powered by the most powerful bhakti system. Just like you're powered by the best battery, then your phone's going to run better, right? Everybody tries to make the most powerful battery in the system. Samsung went to the extent that their whole phone can blow up. You know. So we can't use this powerful system. So that's why Christians have started chanting Hare Krishna. They're not giving up their Christianity. We don't ask them to give up Christianity. The Muslims who are taking through the process, we don't ask them to give up their faith. And we have one Muslim sitting right here. We don't ask them to give up your Muslim faith. Don't believe in Allah. Allah is Krishna himself. The Vedas actually describe the names of Krishna. One of his names is Ali, another name is Allah. It's right now in scriptures. We're not trying to convert people to Hindus or anything like that. There's no conversion required. You are who you are, right? Can your son be converted to become a non-son or son of somebody else? No, not possible. No, you can do it, you can call it like that, but it still remains your son, right?
So what is a Hindu?
It's basically the name Hindu was given by the Muslims to Indians who live south of the Sindh River, because the Muslims don't have the letter S in their language. So instead of calling them Sindhus, they call them Hindus. So Hindus are those, it's a way of life. South of the Sindh River, a way of life, many different types of lifestyles. You don't have to believe in God to be Hindu. There's no requirement in Hinduism that you have to believe in God. Many Hindus believe in God. Sanatana Dharma is a very big part of the Hindu culture, right? But Sanatana Dharma goes past the Hindu culture. Sanatana Dharma means eternal religion. Eternal religion is not just, Hindus are not the only ones who practice religion. Others also practice. When they practice eternal religion, that's Sanatana Dharma. There's ultimately only one God. You might call him by different names, just like the sun planet. We call him sun, right? In India you don't say sun, you say Surya, right? In South America you say Solar. In China you say Ri. Now what if I say my Surya is real but your Ri is bogus? How can the Ri be bogus? It's the same sun planet. The same ultimate, there is only one ultimate God. That's why it's called omnipotent, omniscient. Brahma calls it Sarva Karana Karana. Anadiradi. These words are used. Means ultimately, truth is one. Ultimate one. The supreme absolute truth. Param Satya, Parabrahman. Like that. Scientifically, these things can be proved. Not just faith. Blind faith is not good enough. It's not good. Anybody can come up with their faith, but blind faith. Blind following blind, right? Scriptures say, Andhe ithande. We don't want to be part of that process. Not a scientific process. If you don't believe it, it still works, that is scientific. Medicine doesn't work because you accept it. It works whether you accept it or don't accept it. Then it's medicine, right? I remember when the first aspirin came out, there was a brand called Vincent's. Again, some of you are not old enough to know that. If you're my age, you'll know there was a brand called Vincent's. And so, the saying used to be, take Vincent's with confidence. Take Vincent's with confidence. So we told them, now we're taking it with water. Yeah. The point is that, the thought was that if you have more confidence, then the Vincent's is going to work better. But actually the Vincent's was working whether you took with confidence or not. The water still works. So scientific thing works whether or not you accept. You believe, you don't believe, makes no difference. 1 + 1 = 2 does not depend on your belief system, does it? It is 2, because it's scientific. Of course we can show some assumptions there and start challenging those assumptions. But in real spiritual life you can't even challenge the assumptions. They are actually factual.
Thank you so much, Prabhuji. You were, initially from Fiji, and you were leader in government and you were multimillionaire, but finding your spiritual master, whatever you're saying and linking with your life, and for our friends' benefit, could you please explain how, I heard that you were actually against Hare Krishna.
Yeah, as against, yeah, definitely. What happened was that the Hare Krishnas decided to build their temple next to our house. So imagine this is your house, and this and our house was on the other side. That's the east, this is north. So our house was facing this way. But on the north side, the temple decided to build, Hare Krishna decided to build the temple. And within 2 years, they became very successful. A lot of people wanted to join the movement. So they needed to expand, but there's only that much land, right? So what they did was they put very loud speakers on our side of the house. And at 4 o'clock in the morning, there are these wampers, you know, this kata, this is kata. Wampa is like this big. They would bang the wampa on the... I'll be levitating in bed, you know. It was really wild, really wild. So anyways, as an attorney, I'm a qualified attorney and a chartered accountant, those are my 2 qualifications. So I decided I was going to sue them. My father is the leader of the political party. You know, in politics, you kill people to win elections, you know. It's a rough game. Really, if you want to know politician game, it's a rough game. I would not advise anybody to get into it. If you have any real sanity in your life, stay away from that game. It's not an easy game. You know, it's a very rough game. Especially in countries like Fiji, where the law doesn't work as well. In America, at least the law works reasonably well. You know, even in America, it really doesn't work. So I'm a lawyer, and I know that. You know, the point is that. So what happened was that my brother was in the political party. I have 2 brothers. We're 2 brothers. I wasn't into politics. For some reason, I was more into business. I just wanted to make a lot of money. That was my life. And I come from a business family. For generations we've been in business. So anyway, so my brother said, what? So I said, no, I'm going to sue them, you know, sue the temple, so that we can kick them out of Fiji, you know, because I had a high position in government. I was one of the 4 advisors to the Prime Minister. I was leader of the Manufacturers Council, vice chairman of the Chamber of Commerce Industry. I had a pretty high position. So I thought I can remove these Hare Krishnas by legal process. And I'm an attorney, so we think legal process. My brother said, you're wasting your time. Just bomb the temple. You don't need to. Legal process? What's this legal process? Politicians don't believe in legal process. They believe like might is right, you know what I mean? Just use your power, you know what I mean? Just, you destroy the deities, you kill a few devotees, they'll take off themselves. They'll hightail themselves and take off. I said, no, we'll do that. But first let's try the legal process. We sue them first. If you don't lose the case, then we can try option 2. You know? Option 1, let's go. This is my background as a person. So I was very much against the Hare Krishnas. I did not believe anything that they said. I was completely against it. And then we went to the court and we won the case. They appealed, we won the 2nd case. Now we're in the Supreme Court, the final court. I used to worship Lord Shiva. I still worship Lord Shiva every day. And so I pray to Lord Shiva. From my point of view, Shiva is the Supreme Personality of Godhead. So I pray to him. Shiva Puran clearly said, Lord Shiva says in Shiva Puran, the essence of all scripture is the Bhagavad Gita. And that one should have a guru in one's life. And if you don't find your guru in this life, you wait 10,000 lifetimes for your next opportunity. I didn't want to wait 10,000 lifetimes. Think, guru is my guru, is my guru. And it says in the Shiva Puran, guru can be older than you, younger than you, male, female, friend, enemy. So there's none of these designations apply to a guru. Guru is beyond designations. That's the idea. So I was thinking, who's my guru? See a baby, maybe that baby is my guru. Maybe that woman is my guru. Maybe that man is my guru. Like that, I was always thinking, who's my guru? I pray Lord Shiva. And the prayer that's often in Shiva Puran is, oh my Lord, oh Lord Shiva, you are Trikaljani. I'm a fool, I'm a rascal, I'm a sinner. I know nothing. But with your blessings, I can become fully successful in life and truly please you. So please bless me like that. So that's the prayer I used to offer him every day. Then offer bel patti, you know, this.
Yeah, 3.
Yeah, 3 bel patti and milk. Then do circumambulation of the shivlings like that. And I used to do it in another city because the other city had a nice temple, our city didn't have a nice temple. Every day I travel to that city just to do Shiv Puja, come back. People thought, this guy is really strong Shiv Bhakta, you know. And I was. And for me, Lord Shiva is everything. Even today, it's everything.